Nebraska governor calls it a decision from an activist judge. A ruling today changes the debate over same-sex marriage in Nebraska. Good evening, I'm Brandy Peterson.
I'm Rob McCartney. Defenders of Nebraska's same-sex marriage ban have a week to preserve it in federal court. Judge Joseph Battalion rules today Nebraska's ban violates the civil rights of gay couples, and it should end next Monday. Battalion writes that for most couples, marriage is not just about procreation, but rather a legal and emotional commitment to the welfare of their partner.
Governor Pete Ricketts says the people of the state have the right to define marriage, and the state is asking a federal appeals court to block Judge Battalion's ruling. We have live team coverage of today's decision. First with KETV News Watch 7's Amanda Crawford.
Well, Brandy, the couples who spoke publicly today say they do realize this issue could be dragged out in the court system, but for now, they're savoring what they call a major and meaningful victory for everyone in Nebraska.
It was amazing that it happened first thing, and what better way to start off the week.
A week that Jason and Nick will fill with celebration now that Judge Joseph Battalion's decision has sunk in.
I actually kind of lost control.
I think we'll have a bigger party than we did when we got married.
These are Nebraskans whose marriage could soon be legal in their home state. These couples filed a lawsuit fighting for marriage equality. Monday morning, they got it.
I was quite impressed with the ruling and that he saw the full scope of the issue.
An issue they know is divisive, but they say we shouldn't let controversy complicate love.
When people come to know and meet our families, they realize that we're just like them.
Part of the thing about living in Nebraska is we all can have our opinion. The problem, though, is when other people's opinions start affecting the civil liberties of other residents.
That we love the same way, that we have children and we parent the same way, and that we're not scary, and that we're not trying to destroy anybody else's families.
They say this is a fight for freedom that's far from over, but their faith and strength is unwavering no matter what happens next.
I'm not concerned about the opposition because all I'm trying to do is live my life. I would like them to live their lives and do their thing, and I'd like to live my life and protect my family.
Now, Nick Kramer says they won't rest until the entire LGBT community in the state of Nebraska has equal rights. That means, he says, marriage equality and a number of other things like anti-discrimination efforts in the workplace. He also says each day matters, so they all really hope that marriage licenses are truly handed out 1 week from today. Back to you.
Crawford reporting live tonight. Thank you. Well, moments after Judge Battalion's ruling, the state of Nebraska filed an appeal.
And today, Governor Ricketts and Attorney General Doug Peterson say they'll fight to uphold the state's constitution. KETV News Watch 7's Alexander Stone is live in Lincoln.
Governor Ricketts says he thinks Nebraskans still believe in a traditional definition of marriage. And he says if that's going to change, it needs to happen by a vote of the people, not by the decision of one judge.
Will you officially marry me for real? 8 a.m. March 9th.
An emotional morning for Kevin Churchma and Corey Webster, a reproposal on the same steps where the couple was ceremoniously married in August.
There really isn't words right now that I can say as to how we're feeling. You know, I'm just overjoyed.
But their celebration may be put on hold. Over at the Capitol, Governor Pete Ricketts and Attorney General Doug Peterson hope to put a halt on these marriages.
There is a good legal basis for this appeal.
The state of Nebraska filed an appeal of Judge Battalion's decision, saying in order to change the law, the issue needs to go to a vote of the people. Ricketts and Peterson referenced a vote in 2000 in which Nebraskans overwhelmingly approved a gay marriage ban.
The most relevant numbers are that 70%, because that's the last time we voted on it, and as the Attorney General was pointing out, that's the appropriate way to amend the Constitution.
Peterson says the judge does not call marriage a fundamental right in his ruling and contends the state constitution is what this issue goes back to.
We can't have our law dictated upon emotional claims. It has to be dictated upon sound constitutional reasoning. Otherwise, we're subject to the emotion of the moment.
Emotions hard to contain in this church Monday morning.
Today is a great day because, you know, the state finally caught up, and I'm so proud of Nebraska.
The decision goes to the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals in Missouri, which upheld Nebraska's gay marriage ban back in 2006. And though there may still be a long road ahead for Churchma and Webster,
all on the same earth for the same reasons. We just want a family. We just want what love is all about.
today's ruling is a ray of hope. In addition to filing the appeal, Ricketts and Peterson have also asked for a stay of this decision in order to avoid chaos so that licenses aren't given and then later deemed to be invalid. Now, they've asked for that before March 9th from the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. Reporting live, Alexandra Stone, KETV News Watch 7.
Alexander, thanks. Reaction today from the Catholic Church. Archbishop George Lucas, along with the bishops in Lincoln and Grand Island, say marriage should be between a man and a woman for procreation. They say the ruling tries to nullify what God has written on human hearts since the beginning of time, and that the judge's decision undermines the fundamental human right of every child to know and be united with their mother and father. Church says it is appropriate that the judge delayed implementation of his decision. Well, an